Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Deneen and this is Design by Denine. Today I'm participating in the Glam Elegant Living Society Fall Collab for 2021. I have done a golden glitter mirror and a set of what I refer to as Golden Globe candlesticks, which I think make a nice vignette. This challenge is hosted 4 times a year by the following channels. I have linked all of these channels in my description box below as well as the playlist, so grab your glitter and let's do this. This is a Dollar Tree deviled egg serving tray. I gave it a coat of Rust-Oleum Metallic in gold. I'm using non-adhesive bling wrap. I cut 2 rows wide. And I made a point of cutting off the excess bits of string along the edge. Then when I cut on the other side, I cut very close to the rhinestones, and that way you don't get those extra strings. I used E6000 to attach the bling wrap, and I just did a small amount of glue on the top and bottom sections of the egg holders. Found it worked easier to pre-cut all the bits of bling and then to just glue a bunch of them and put them down all at once. I made up a mixture of Mod Podge and Walmart chunky silver glitter. You could do this step with just the Mod Podge. This just helps to make your glitter a little bit thicker and more dense. I used a small artist's brush to apply the Mod Podge mixture to the areas in between the egg shapes. And then I gave it a good thick coating of the silver glitter and let it dry. Note that I've left the outermost edge free of the Mod Podge mixture because I'm going to do a different application to this area later. Once all of the glitter was dry, I shook off any excess and then I went over and applied a top coat of Mod Podge to seal all the glitter so it doesn't fall off. As you can see, once the Mod Podge is dry, it's clear and you can't even tell that it's got a top coat. These tiny mirror tiles are from Dollarama, and I'm going to use these for the outside edge. So it works easiest if you just fold them over and then cut them and peel the backing and apply. After applying a few rows, I found the best way to do this is to peel the backing as you press it down and curve it up to the edge, and that gives you the best application. So this is what happens at my house pretty much every time I put something down on the floor. So I actually had put this piece of paper down so that I could shoot some video, and who shows up and lays down right on top of it? This is my baby Sage. But that's okay, because she's the cutest dog in the world, at least in my world. It's okay, she can act as my little Price is Right helper. So this is a 16-inch serving plate that I picked up at Dollarama. I had a different one originally, but this one's nice and large. What do you think, Mouse? Originally, I was planning on placing the egg mirror on the back of the plate, but then I changed my mind and I decided that it worked better on the front. I painted both sides gold because if it is on the wall and it's facing out, you're going to see the back. So you want to paint both sides gold, but you really only need to paint around the edges. I added another row of the mirror tile around the outside edge of the bottom section and applied it the same way as I did with the outside edge. If you end up with a small gap, you can cut these mirror tiles using snippers, but be careful because they can be quite sharp. So this is the back side of my mirror, and I'm going to be putting it down face up with the plate face up. So I'm going to give it a coat of E6000 around the edges and then glue it in place and let it dry overnight. I'm using this 5-inch Dollar Tree mirror, and I'm just going to remove these little felt pads so it doesn't sit up. I'm using this little paint scraper, which works really well because it doesn't scratch up the backing. And it's also a good idea to get rid of that label because quite often your glue will stick to the label, but your label will come off. So the final piece is to attach the mirror, and as you can see, it is pretty much a perfect fit. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please consider subscribing to my channel. This project starts out with a Dollar Tree round vase and gold metallic nail polish. I bought this one at Dollarama. So I've used this technique with the nail polish a few times before. The trick is to get the nail polish to start dripping and to hopefully avoid those little blobs like I just got there. And then you want to just keep turning the vase as you're going and to try and get a somewhat of an even design, but I mean it's random anyway, so it doesn't matter. When I did the first one, I put it down to dry, but you don't really want to do that if you've got any globs. You want to kind of keep turning it. It dries quite quickly, so just keep turning it so that those globs run in the same direction and don't drip down. But hopefully you won't have any globs and you won't have any problems. So this is your standard Dollar Tree vase. These come in a bunch of different colors. I had one in red and one in purple, and it doesn't really matter because we are going to spray paint them both with Rust-Oleum metallics in gold. Once all of our pieces are dry, we're going to take our gold painted base and we're going to put E6000 along the edge of the rim and then attach it to the bottom of the vase. I found it was easiest to center it by doing this with the vase upside down and putting the base on top, and leave it this way until it dries, probably overnight. So again, I'm going to use my mirror tiles, and I'm just using one row right around where the vase connects, well, where the two vases connect. And now we're going to do the same with the bottom of the vase. This is really easy to do if you just keep it flush with the ground and wrap it around. Here are both of my projects together. I think they play really nicely off one another. I hope you like them, and thank you so much for stopping by, and big shout out to the ladies who hosted this challenge. Thank you so much.